Let's keep it moving, man.
With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series. Michael Wacha will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Piscotty moves over. And that's the first out of the inning. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Scooter Gennett will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Lined hard toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
I've got to say, even as a right-handed hitter myself, there's something about a left-handed hitter's swing that's really fun to watch when they square one up. This is a cut fastball, but you see the nice extension, the good follow-through, and he just rips it into center field.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Eric Karros, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last two.
Yeah, and that last loss dropped them back to the 500 mark on the year. So obviously they'd like to get back into that positive numbers with a win here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Wacha comes set. Here's the 3-1. He lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And with a quick breather here, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. We can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a change up there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. And that's in there for strike 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got... Bobby Rodney gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And any time you can come into someone else's house and come out of it with a sweep, really lifts your whole ball club. That's what these guys are looking to do if they can take this 3rd and final game here.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals' starting lineup. Steve, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, they need to get guys on base, so you need patience at the top of the lineup and then aggressiveness out of the middle of the order once you've got some guys to drive in.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2?
Fielded by Jeanette. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about watching somebody throw a ball across the diamond, this guy throws it like a laser. Over at third base, doesn't have the great range, but if he gets his hands on it, oh my, can he throw it.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Domingo Santana will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Waka steps into his windup. Here's the 1-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Kelly Epps will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Hit on the ground to short. Nunez on the grass. Throw gets him. 2 down. Martin Maldonado into the box here in the top of the 2nd, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Nip the corner. 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score.
St. Louis. Right fielder, Stephen
Piscotty is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Drilled to the right side. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
First baseman,
Brandon Moss will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Got him.
Batting sixth. Third
Jed
baseman.
Jerko will stand in now. Still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games, he's been good, hitting over 350.
Lays off 1-0. In the air to straightaway right. Santana is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the cart. Bobby Rodney set to lead off the third. 9, 1, and 2 due up. Waka gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. He pulls this one into
Let's
right.
go.
And a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway.
Boy, and just when you think you're all set up with the pitcher leading off an inning, this happens. Just goes to show you, you take anyone for granted up there, they can come back and hurt you.
Austin Jackson will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And he lays off there. 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. This is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Scooter Gennett stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Nunez on to Moss, and they get them both. The double play. Coming to the plate now, Kendrys Morales. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Popped high in the air. Moss is there for it. And the inning is over.
Leading off for the Cardinals, catcher, Yadier.
Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And the leadoff man retired now in the Cardinal third.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
The windup and the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul for strike two. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Weak chopper up, and this is going to wind up hitting the bag at third. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Michael Walker comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's butted just way too hard. So that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Enos Fuentes is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Here it comes 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Morales is there for it. And that retires the side. One left for the Cardinals. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless.
Leading off for the Brewers,
Brett Laurie is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Waka looks in. Here it is on 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Making them work out there, boys. Making them work.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
now batting, left fielder.
Settling in now, Marcell Ozuna. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got
Yeah, I don't know
way
what else I'm gonna
underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Swinging a shot back
There you
up
go.
the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
Striding into the box, Domingo Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
That one was crazy.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kelly Epps. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he takes ball one. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner or this guy will bury you.
Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Martin Maldonado is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score.
Leading off in the Cardinal fourth, the shortstop.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Epps takes it in. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Chris Davis is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And a high strike there, 0-1. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Short, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
This all gets back to footwork here. Catchers are usually not the fastest guys around, but the good ones do have one thing going for them, and that's a quick setup behind the plate. And this guy's dead to rights here.
Takes this the other way to right. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, that's not a hanger either. He goes down and beats a good pitch on 2 strikes. And you see, this pitch, it's falling out of the strike zone, but he goes down and manages to get good wood on it.
Stephen Piscotty is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away. Brandon Moss stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1. And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cards leave 1. Bobby Rodney will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. In the air out toward right field. Piscotty has it in his tracks. He's got it 1 away.
Center fielder number 27.
So 1 gone in the Milwaukee 5th. And we'll go back to the top of the order now for Austin Jackson. Waka's ready. First pitch on the way. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air.
Oh, that's belted.
And Jackson's going to do a little gap work here as this one's down for extra bases. Around second, he'll try for third. And Jackson is safe at third base, in there with a triple.
Yeah, you can't help but think about all the men they've left on base so far and how many times a triple like this could have really done some damage. Instead, they'll have to be content to take this one with the bases empty.
Here's a high pop-up. Moss is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Kendrys Morales will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances.
Well, Matt, so much of hitting is being able to make the necessary adjustments.
Oh, that's
he needs to make one here.
And that's going to be a base hit, and the Blue Crew has struck first here. It's now 1-0. Throw won't get him.
Now batting.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up, hack it. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Lowry, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Let's go, man.
Grounded to short. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. Middle of the afternoon here at Busch. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Jed Jerko will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes.
Oof.
I'm not sure if that was a good take or
Right
whether
down
he
the middle.
just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Weak roller right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Rendell Grichuk stands in.
Rendell Grichuk.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Morales has got it, and the side is retired. Marcell Ozuna steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Domingo Santana stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center.
Damn, the way it looked, I thought it was
Scotty
going
is there now, and he has it for the 2nd out. Kelly Epps will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his 2nd plate appearance. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1.
And guys, I think the heavy stuff has arrived. This has got to be as hard as we've seen all afternoon.
This is in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Piscotty, and that's the 3rd out. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they're Leading off the inning, Milwaukee, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And you know, guys, it's never fun to have your pitcher leading off an inning for you in this situation. But hey, who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. They just look lost up there.
And I think this rain is definitely complicating matters out there. It's really coming down over the past 5 minutes or so. And you know, when you're out there blinking and trying to keep the water out of your eyes and the rain's dripping off of your helmet, it's making your grip really slick. It's a tough situation for any hitter to be in. And it's no picnic for the pitcher out there either. But he was the strong one in this case and won this battle.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 3-0 now. Eduardo Nunez is on deck. And that's low, ball 4. Eduardo Nunez will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's...
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, I'm no pitching coach, but I can see that shoulder starting to fly open a little. That ball's really taken off on him.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side.
Let's go.
Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They still trail 1-0.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Martin Maldonado will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
The pitcher,
Bobby Rodney will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Center fielder number 20.
Austin Jackson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Davis over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Chris Davis will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Stephen Piscotty will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Catch made there by Lowry, and there are 2 gone now. Jed Jerko will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Been cruising all game.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Not much success for these guys through the first 6, but it appears they found the key to unlock their opponent here in the 7th.
Yeah, it's pretty common when you start getting into your 3rd time around against a guy. They've got a much better idea of how to attack him, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But the Cards do strike for 2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Scooter Gennett is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Drilled to first.
Oh.
Comes up with it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
First baseman number
Kendrys Morales gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
In there, 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Tap fouled at home plate. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Third baseman
Brett Lowry will step in. A ground-out victim as last time. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Jerko with the bare hand. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
Corey Knebel is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Rendell Grichuk will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Matt Adams will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a swing and a ground ball. Lowry's there. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hot shot to third. Lowry's up with it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 2-1. Trevor Rosenthal is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Marcell Ozuna. And they'll need him to get something going here. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. One and one. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for
Damn
it.
it.
Davis makes the play. 1 away. Domingo Santana stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. High in the air out to center field. Grichuk giving chase.
Damn it.
And he
I'm
makes the
putting good
catch
swings
for the
on that
second
thing.
out. Kelly Epps will stand in. He flew out his last time up. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the Cardinals will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over. This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. Find out more.
Hey man, I put some good swings on that shit. These didn't go my way.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, Michael Wacha grabbed the victory.
The senior hit a 3-run shot.
Happy Saturday morning to
Jeanette, Lowry, and Gonzalez all hit home runs.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Brewers put together 10 hits total as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati.
I feel like it's been a while since I've seen Justin Smoke in there. I'll give him a start.
Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Reds since 2003, Great American Ballpark. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. Stay tuned for Reds baseball next. Greg Lustig, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Ken Ikeda comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball one. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they run a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
They've already given their starter a 3-0 lead to work with here, so they're in good shape to maybe build on this recent run in good form.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Latos gets the sign. Full count pitch on its way. High pop up. Calling for it. Smoke. Makes the play, 1 away. For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Well, you're thinking that you might be able to score runs today in this ballpark and against this pitcher. So you need to get on top and then just don't let that foot off the pedal. Keep it going because no lead is safe here.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald, just like most other umpires, he'll miss a couple here and there, but his strike zone never seems to be too outrageous.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And this misses now as Latos runs the count full to 3-2. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Joey Votto will stand in as we show you the numbers for his last 8 ball games, and he continues to be as hot as anyone on the ball club. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. In now, Matt Latos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Latos.
Low for ball 1. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Austin Jackson will try again here. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
That really got this ball club going. When your leadoff guy gets on like that, kind of just fuels the momentum. Everybody starts to hit.
The second for 1. Back to first, but it's right by him. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Let's go. Sorry, it's doubles. Let's go. Home run, Scooter. Lefty, lefty. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Devin Mesoraco will get his first opportunity now. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
How's it going, Sports? Yeah, I'm up early today. I got work in like an hour.
How about that sequence right there?
Fastball, 7.
Fastball, and fastball again. No
probably
surprise
spent
what he's featuring out there today. Just straight hard stuff. And he gets the 3-pitch see you later.
Here's Jay Bruce now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
I didn't see where I was going over there.
And he lays off for ball 1.
He didn't get the call there, but he's making some quality pitches on that outside corner.
And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Santana is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Third baseman.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he hasn't played very well all season, and if you look at his last 10 games, he's only had 4 hits in those 10, so what's he doing to help?
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Latos is ready. Here's the 0-2. And a foul pop behind the plate. Ladd is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Reds are down. A view of Cincinnati from the Brent Spence Bridge. Thanks for joining us once again on the show.
Hey. Oh, Ladd.
Matt Latos will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Therefore, it is Votto.
Oh, I tried
2
both.
away now.
Center fielder.
Damn.
Danny Espinosa will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ballgame.
Ooh, nice.
Latos back to work as he gets ahead of the first man to greet him here, 0-1.
Needs one more home run to hit 100. He's not getting that shot.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Tapped out in front of home. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Batting 9th. Catcher.
Brett Oberholzer digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Ken Ikeda is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th
I don't know
inning.
if I'm going to be
Still
able to
pretty
finish
early,
it,
but they don't have any hits yet, so
unfortunately.
you need to get it going offensively.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
We're getting close to it.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Smoke toward the hole. And a base hit there for the Reds, their first of the ball game. Jose Peraza is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Latos sets 1-1 on its way. To short, hit hard.
Oh.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Another 13 game streak at the Brewers. Nice. Kelly Epps is not. Oh.
So it appears he's going to leave the game here as he favors that left leg. Hoping that it's not too serious, however, as he's able to get off on his own power. Joey Votto will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far. So this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. Yeah. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Line toward the alley in left center.
Wow.
And that'll get down out there. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
That was a brutal
The offense for these guys has kind of been like you, Steve, all year long. Been on vacation. They didn't get much going yesterday at all. They've been shut down pretty well in this one, too. But finally, a little hope as they're on the board here with the RBI single.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Tap foul at home plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And another foul ball. Lays off 2-2 now.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Third baseman, number 7,
Eugenio Suarez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Reds.
Nope.
Danny Espinoza will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Standing in now, Scott Schebler, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Yeah, if I get to use 2 outs, I can get a win in Matt Latos.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
How did the Mets do yesterday?
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
2 straight strikeouts here to start out the inning, but that's 8 for him now in the ball game. These guys have really had a hard time figuring him out.
Jude Hernandez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Hernandez.
High in the air out to center field. Jackson is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Reds are down in order. Sam Freeman will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing.
Is Matt Latos a switch hitter? Oh no, he's just a right-hander. Okay.
Matt Latos is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Mets are 3-2. Oh, they lost their Cardinals yesterday.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
How about that for turning the tables to start the inning? Here you are out on the mound thinking, thank goodness I've got the pitcher leading off. But he's got other plans. As he gets pretty good wood on this one, he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Who surprised you so far in the Mets?
Austin Jackson ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Yadier Rivera will come on as he's newly into the ball game, getting his first plate appearance now here in the 6th. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Marcell Ozuna. He flew out in his last at-bat. A pause and the 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Brett Laurie steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
We're gonna run.
Now the double steal is on here. Grounded to third. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Ken Ikeda will come in now to begin their half of the 6th. And it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Jackson. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
The batter, number 2.
Jose Peraza will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
I feel like he hasn't pitched in a minute.
And a ball 1-0.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hard hit ball to second. Jeanette has it. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Joey Votto.
Now to the plate, Joey Votto. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
I don't think he can pull.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Jackson ranging back at the track, the wall, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now. The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. Chop foul at the plate, strike one.
That's what this is with these guys today. My Bruce after. Did you just hear me say I'm gonna give him something to pull, and he took that shit to him?
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And that guy on the mound, he won't even blink. If he wants to come in again and he thinks you're leaning out, he'll throw that same pitch in the same spot.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Jay Bruce steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Boy, they've got some work to do here. There's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Latos into his motion. 1-0 on its way.
Exactly.
That evens it up 1-1.
That's really ridiculous. Sorry if I'm talking too low. It's 5:30 in the morning here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Okay.
There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away.
Third baseman.
Eugenio Suarez come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first two plate appearances. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
That's a
ball. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game. Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And his arrival is going to signal the end of the afternoon for the starter, Matt Latos. Zach Davies will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send it. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
How do we have our closer coming in?
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers finished off a 3-game sweep as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati, 8-3.
3-4.
Welcome to our Wednesday.
2-6. Cruz, Morales, and Rivera hit home runs. What is this? What's this? Nope.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Brett Oberholzer got his second W of the season, helping lead the Reds to victory over the Marlins, 3-2. Looking at the standings, the Marlins are in second.
Hey, 4-3. As you hit home run.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. In the National League Central, the Brew Crew amassed 14 hits in the game as they
10-5. Let's go. They had 9 in the fourth.
A very happy Father's Day to all you dads out there from us at Inside the Show. Here's what happened around the league on Saturday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Brewers had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics, 10-5.
Kelly Epps is back. You know what? Every other game, we're gonna put in Justin Smoke. Oh, Jonathan Lucroy comes back.
MLB The Show has baseball now on a Sunday afternoon at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Milwaukee Brewers. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. Matt Latos starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable. He gives his ball club a chance to win.
Billy Burns heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Oakland, center fielder, number 1.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
First pitch, 1-11.
Skied into very shallow right. Santana is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first out. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Boy, this team is so tough to pitch to. They have the fewest strikeouts in the league. So if they continue to be aggressive at the plate, drive the ball into the gaps, and try to hang a crooked number up on this team early.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball. 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here in this past week or so.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1. And now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2. He spoils another one, and will do it again.
Walk off there.
Lowry's there, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Adam Lind.
And
he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a hit in recent action. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
What was I do about that, sports?
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
Yeah, they shut in the air. That's ridiculous.
Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Batting fourth,
Manuel Andino will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. In there, strike one.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Brett Lawrie's at third base, and he is as good as there is in all the game. Great defensive player, can move around, agile, has a good arm. Let's see if he comes up with a big play in this one.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his
Got him.
toughest on the mound. He'll
Please
bear
don't
down
walk.
and start.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on the show. Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee,
out.
will be the starting pitcher.
Yeah.
What's your take on him, EK?
Get back
Well,
pitch.
guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1-3, which is pretty much league average. So he's been very serviceable all year long.
The right fielder, number 8, Lonnie.
Outside
Chisenhall.
target here, and he hits it for strike one. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Chopped
Oh,
foul
come
at the
on.
plate. It'll remain 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one.
Third
He's
baseman,
well on
number
his
6.
way to a similar performance right
Yunel
here.
Escobar.
Yunel Escobar will
Yunel
stand in,
Escobar.
and as you check out his
Yunel
righty-lefty
Escobar.
splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. No score here as we play inning number
Hey,
2.
boys, did you see that one where that like bounced off the mound?
Another
That
one
was
fouled
shot up
off,
in the
and he's
air.
quickly behind 0-2.
Were you there for that one?
Latos has his target. Here's the 0-2. And now a slider
Got
in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, you don't normally have the luxury of doing a whole lot of guessing with a 2-strike count. So if you take one right down the middle on 2, probably means you were looking for something else.
Stepping in now, Johnny Giavotella. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. On the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Mission accomplished there with 2 away. You just want to give your pitcher a chance to hit here this inning instead of leading off the next one. He does it with a solid single there.
Sonny Gray is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You see
Oh,
right there on the
they wrote with the
graphic, these
graphic?
first
Oh, you
2
didn't see
innings
that
have been
one?
costly pitch-wise. He's at
Oh.
35 already, and he's only through an inning and 2/3.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2. Got him swinging, and that
Did
will
you see,
end the
you
inning.
didn't see they hit, they had, when that bitch like,
1 left
popped
for
up off
Oakland.
the mound
We'll go
and,
to the
like,
bottom of the
looked like a
second.
foul ball.
No
Like a
score.
pop-up. Hmm.
Billy Burns is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Latos back to work as he gets ahead of the first man to greet him here, 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1.
Now batting, catcher.
1 away now. Here's the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. In there, no balls and a strike. Third inning,
If you
no
can see
score
it,
to
just
this
let
point.
me know. I'll show it to you. I think I can at least.
And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Here's Adam Lind. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Here's what I was talking about. Alright, so he hits this ball, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get it. That bitch hit off the mound, shot up so high in the air. That shit, like, blew my man. Like, it shot up so high in the air, and by the time it came down, it just...
Latos gets the sign, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Home half of the third.
So what am I supposed to do with that? Oh.
Stepping in, Matt Latos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Let's fucking go sports.
Leave it to the pitcher to come up with their first hit. I think even he can't really believe it.
Austin Jackson will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. The 0-2 home. Line to the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman. Scooter Gennett stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here it comes on 1-1. Runner goes on the ground to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Brewers strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
Leading off for Oakland.
Manuel Andino is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
The fact that I
one's
have
in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Ooh,
good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Latos is ready. Here's the 2-1. 2-2.
2 strikes.
I gotta only hit as the pitcher.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Digging in to try it again, Todd Cole. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Sorry, I'm just stretching a little bit.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. To short. Epps is up with it. On to first, and a fine start to the inning here for Latos. 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Pulled toward right center field. Santana will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A's are gone in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score.
Hey guys, I can't be our only hits. I guess I'm gonna be our only hits.
Yunel Escobar heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And this is fouled at the plate. And this one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman,
Johnny Giavotella will dig in. He singled his first time around. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Slider taken here, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
2-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. Sonny Gray comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
To second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Last half. Matt Latos is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
That's a ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
Well, the pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Burns on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Milwaukee leads 1. Billy Burns makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Latos into his motion. Here it is on 0-2. He swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. Oh, and he botches it.
Oh,
he's able
my.
to get a glove on that one. Jonathan Lucroy comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
You've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Jackson is right there, one down.
It's only this game.
Adam Lind will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Manuel Andino will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Ball.
And he lays off for ball 1.
1-0.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single. Todd Coe will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
How do you even swing?
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Lonnie Chisenhall will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate. He stays alive, still 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That misses. 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A golden.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yunel Escobar will stand in here to start the 7th. BK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
And that's in there, a base hit, so they get the leadoff man on to open up the 7th inning. Johnny Giavotella will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And his arrival is going to signal the end of the afternoon for the starter, Matt Latos. Johnny Giavotella
phenomenal. Get 7 hits. Yeah, 10 strikeouts. No runs. He is responsible for the man off first, though. So we'll see what happens here. Double play.
We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. Kelly S. will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be. Jeremy Jeffress will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now.
Is that righty?
Inning number 7. Justin Smoke will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 outs and the base is empty.
Oh, we got a single. Yeah. Walk. Double play. Single. Double, actually. Walk. Okay. There you go. Let's go. We're going to win 2-0.
We were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Matt Latos. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
For the victorious Brewers, 2 runs on 5 hits.
Let's go.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Brewers brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 2-0. Looking at the standings, the Brewers are in second place in the NL Central. They're 3.5 games back. The A's are in third place in the AL West. They're 7 games back. Jimmy Fries earned the 3rd W of his season, helping lead the Cardinals to victory against the M's 5-3. Heading into today, the Mariners are in second place in the AL West, 6.5 games back. The Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, 8 games out of first.
So that was my
Garrett
alarm.
Cole was victorious
Did
for
you
the
see
5th
the
time this
NFL
season
game
as the
Monday Night
Buccos took
Letters?
down the
Yes, I
Reds
did.
2. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Pirates.
Rodney's not. Damn, we got swept by the fucking Pirates, dude. This is Cincinnati hit all run.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Looking first at the NL Central, the Pittsburgh Pirates combined for a 4-hitter as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 4-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The St. Louis Cardinals cracked.
Oh, we actually got a win, 6-4. So we got it in extras.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. In the National League Central, the Milwaukee Brewers combined for 10 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 6-4. The Phillies snapped their 5-game losing streak as they sank the visiting Buccos 2-1. The Chicago Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 7-2. The Diamondbacks knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-5. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Rockies totaled 11 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 8-4. Carlos Ortiz collected a total of 4 driven in, leading Miami past the Mets 8-6. The Dodgers got 11 overall hits as they bested the visiting Nats 5-4. They now have 5 straight.
But I did see that sports.
Now from the home of the Angels for nearly a half-century, there's a look at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, it's the 2nd of this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Derek Paulson is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he just hasn't been able to get anyone out. Hitters are hitting over 300 against him this year. We'll see if something changes in this
one. Michael Brantley comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Halos, left fielder.
In there, no balls and a strike. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And it's been a less than amazing start to the road trip, too. They've won just one of their first 4 games, so they'll be looking to turn that around here.
Latos is ready. Here's the 0-2. Line to the right side. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, we all know they're going to try to hit the ball out of the park. They lead the league in home runs. They have the power to score at any moment up and down that lineup, and they have a very dangerous middle of the order.
First pitch on its way. In there, strike one. And there are the AL home run leaders we alluded to a moment ago. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite them.
Fielded by Jeanette. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Mike Trout will stand in now, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
And he's right up there among the RBI leaders, too, so he's dangerous with runners on base.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Brett Laurie's at third base, and he is as good as there is in all the game. Great defensive player, can move around, agile, has a good arm. Let's see if he comes up with a big play in this one.
She was not supposed to be at the game stuff I was precluding.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
All of a sudden, she popped up out of there. And I was like, no way.
That misses 1-2. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Well, Matt.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Angels turned away in the first.
Yeah. Ooh, just a smoke walked. Out. Out. Walk. Oh, no. Oh, wait, I don't have to deal with that.
Cole Calhoun gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak.
I forgot about that.
Latos has his target. Here comes the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Yonder Alonso gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Jackson to the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 10 for him on the year. And the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead. Marwin Gonzalez stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. That's inside. 2-0. Grounded back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting 8.
Carlos Perez will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
And you know what, guys? It's just not hitting a whole lot better for this guy either. He's hitting under 230 over his last 10 games.
And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now. Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1. Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Caleb Coward takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Moving over is Jackson to put it away for out number 2. Michael Brantley stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. On the ground to third. Lowry with the sliding stop. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. It's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Angels 2 and the Brewers nothing. Brian Dozier digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Back before 6:20 because I would be in good straight.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Already 2 hits in the ballgame as he's on base here in the home third. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. And he's really the guy they depend on to keep the line moving. He's been their most consistent hitter so far.
Latos sets. Here it is on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
C.J. Cron comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And the count will be full. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 13 for him on the year, as the Angels have now opened up a 4-0 lead. This is in the air out to right. Santana is there, 2 down. Ready to take his hacks again, Yonder Alonso, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Right back to him, and it's off. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll... 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 3 innings complete. The Halos lead this one 4-0. Marwin Gonzalez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And a rather easy first out. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Perez. He singled his last time up.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting.
At the plate, Caleb Coward. He flew out in his last at-bat. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Santana has it in his tracks, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Michael Brantley stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
3-0 now.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Tap fouled at home plate. Good battle. Count remains full. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. He spoils another one, and will do it again. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Brian Dozier gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, pitching coaches preach throwing first pitch strikes, and he's done that around 70% of the time today. So that's one of the reasons he's not doing well.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Walk. Out. Hit. Finally get a run on the board. Okay. Got something going.
Latos into his motion. First pitch on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
You know, when I watch Mike Trout and I see the speed and the power, it reminds me of Mickey Mantle. And whatever you do, don't give him something down in the zone to hit. He loves the ball down.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. Well, you mentioned pitching to Trout low in the zone. It's become fairly well known. If you're going to do it, you better do it on the first pitch.
Yeah, no question, because he's famous for taking the first pitch in almost every at-bat. But I don't think I'd test him, Matty. He's scary at all times with a bat in his hand.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch.
Good heavens, man.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another one sent foul. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. In now, C.J. Cron, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Cole Calhoun will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. That's a good job to lay off, too.
And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Designated hitter.
Yonder Alonso steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Drilled to first. Smoke gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Eagles leave 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Marwin Gonzalez gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Ladd is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting,
Carlos Perez will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run.
your attention please.
Solo shot to right center. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there.
All right. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Who scored our only run? Jackson. Who scored our only run again? Smoke.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action.
I hit 173. Cincinnati hit all.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL Central, Willie Peralta picked up win number 8 this year, helping lead the Brewers to a win over the Indians, 7-3. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim got together to allow 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds, 7-1. Chris Bryant plated 3 runs on the day as the Cubbies got the best of the Diamondbacks, 5-2. He leads the entire National League in runs batted in.
No way. I'm gonna get into the game and then I'm gonna save it.
First opened in 2001. There's a look at Miller Park here in Milwaukee. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Milwaukee Brewers. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next.
Alright, that's gonna be it, guys. Like, subscribe, those good things. Like, subscribe, guys, those good things. Catch you next one. Peace. Anyways, peace. I'm gonna have to sign them again. I don't know.